Hello everyone, Poor Cynic here with Tyrant Reviews, and this is Elder Sign Omens HD by Fantasy Flight Games. That's Elder Sign, not Elder Scrolls. If you're looking for fhtagn, you've come to the wrong place. You're also a few years out of date. I think it's been a few years. Anyway, this is an adaptation of the similarly titled dice-rolling tabletop game set in H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu mythos. The old ones are stirring, and the world is in peril. You control a team of 4 investigators coming through the contents of a creepy museum. They're looking for the titular Elder Signs, which are mysterious seals of power needed to put the old ones back to sleep. Elder Signs are collected through accomplishing tasks as determined by dice rolls. Each event that pops up has a specific dice requirement to completing it. Completing the task is obviously good, for the most part, whereas failing it is always bad. Failure might injure your investigator, drive him mad, spawn a monster, or even give the old one a doom token. Doom tokens, as the name suggests, are bad. If you collect enough Elder Signs, you win, and the ancient powers of which mortal man cannot can are stymied for another day. If all your investigators are killed or driven mad, or if the old one in question collects enough Doom tokens, you lose and all of reality is devoured. Now, I really quite like this game. There's a lot to like about it. It's very atmospheric, it captures the tabletop game very well, and it's fun. Some people may obviously not agree. It's very randomly based. Gameplay is all about rolling dice, so that's going to turn off some people. But let's go into options here. See here, it's very basic settings. You can turn it on and off music and effects, show new investigator, show video content. It's basically just beginning and ending little cutscenes. Not really all that important, so I turned them off. You can look at scores, which are all me, baby, except for the 10 null at the bottom. I don't know what that was. That was an error. Or something. And then we have the credits, obviously, and then we can go back to the main menu and we can begin to play. Oh, and their store, which is where you can go to get the add-ons. And that is one of the things that some people will not like about this game. The base game, the vanilla version, is $6.99. The 3 add-ons are $2.99 each. It's in a US currency. And obviously that's a lot more than your typical free to 99-cent iOS game. So it's something to keep in mind. This game does have a higher price point than most other things on the iOS store. So, we can pick our ancient one now. As I said, this is a vanilla version, so I don't have access to the 3 add-on Elder Gods here, which are Cthulhu himself, the Dark Pharaoh, Nyarlathotep, and Ithaqua. I apologize to any Lovecraftian scholars out there. I may be mispronouncing some of these names. My speaking, not so good. But, they vary in difficulty. For the vanilla version, we have Yig or Ig. He's easy. We have Fhtagn, normal. We have Hastur, the King in Yellow, who is normal. And we have Azathoth, who is hard. And you can see here the 13 in the center. That is the amount of Elder Signs needed to seal the in this case, Hastur away. Along the right side, you can see here these the circles with the cloaked figure in them. Those are the Doom tokens that Hastur needs to come awake and devour the world. The ones with the green little monsters in them, those mean that a monster is summoned when he unlocks that Doom token, and that'll be gone into once we actually get into play. We'll go with Hastur. Now we can pick our investigation team. Each team member has certain skills. For instance, Sister Mary here, you can see, has a blue circle, that's your sanity. She has 7. Stamina, that's your physical health, she has 3. And then her physical ability, Guardian Angel, she can ignore lock glyphs, which I will get into. Well, actually, I hope I won't have to get into it, because lock glyphs are annoying. Basically, it means you can't use certain types of dice. Especially red and yellow, which are ones you can basically unlock using the items. For instance, Sister Mary starts off with a gun, which is a common item, a knife, which is a rare item, and a book, which is a spell. And you can use spells to lock dice for later. If, say, you get something that you need now, but you have, something else you can unlock, or you don't have anything you can unlock, but you can save something for a future turn. It's a little complicated, I'll get into it. But let's just pick them randomly. So we have Glory Goldberg. Glory is one of my favorites. Especially when dealing with Hastur, because Hastur has a benefit for old world adventures. So basically, Gloria receives yellow and red glyphs for free when doing other world adventures, which is great. She gets 2 free dice, and it's fantastic, and it's a real big help. We have Joe Diamond. After using a clue token, which is the boot print that allows you to re-roll glyphs, he can conjure glyphs a second time for free. So basically he gets 2 clues for the price of 1. Amanda Sharp, the student, can complete any number of tasks on her turn. Very useful. And then Bob Jenkins, the shrewd dealer. Whenever he gains 1 or more common items, he receives an extra common item. He will be flush with items, let me tell you. Alright, we are ready to begin, and we shall do so right now. Video is disabled. You're seeing that. It just means that introductory cutscene is not on. You're not really missing anything. It's just not really even a cutscene, just a bunch of pictures in a sort of Ken Burnsian sort of way. The King in Yellow. Rumor has it the lost manuscript of the King in Yellow is hidden somewhere within the museum. You must find it before Hoster's minions do. Beware, Hoster's control over the other worlds have caused them to be more treacherous than normal. Hoster, the King in Yellow, also known as He Who Shall Not Be Named, and I see already we have some problems. Many, many problems. Anyway, going along the left-hand side, I'll get to the problems in a moment. See here, here's Hoster at the top, a cheerful fellow that he is. We have the 0 over the star, those are the amount of Elder Signs you have collected. The 0 over the figure, that is the amount of Doom tokens he has collected. And then the green figure with the wings, that when that has a number over it, that means the amount of monsters on the board. Now, then going along here, we have the dice indicated by these circles, the green, yellow, and red. 2 of them are locked, which is going to be a problem. And there inside is the moon. You can see that's part of a clock. Every 4 turns, the game will reach midnight. And at midnight, bad things happen. These can be as simple as Doom tokens or extra monsters or damage to your team or however you like. You can also, if you want to quit, you can tap on the moon or the clock itself, and that'll take you to the pause menu. You can go to options, you go to help guide, and you can leave the game. Then we have the character you are currently playing as down near the bottom, and the bag shows the items he currently has. Now you can see here, going up to some of the problems. First, on the dice, you can see there are a lock in 2 of them. That means those have been locked. That means I am down 1 green dice, and I can't use yellow dice either, which is a definite problem. It's Didn't You Hear Not and Herald of the King. There are also these things with moons on them, which means that they will have an additional effect once they reach midnight. In this case, at midnight, this adventurer's effect will occur in effect. Oh, it just says what the effect is. At midnight, -1 sanity to team. That is very bad. And then down here, transported by magic, +1 doom at midnight. So really, I am starting off in a very, very bad location. But let's see what we can do here. At midnight, doom +1. That's not terrible. It's kind of difficult, especially since yellow is going to be locked. What's the yellow lock? Herald of the King. You can see here these actually have numbers over them, the 1, 2, and 3 Roman numerals. That means they have to be done in that particular order. If they don't have the numbers, like here, that means I can do them however I like. I get 2 skulls, I can unlock the second one first. But because these are numerical, that means I have to do them first this 3 in the -1 sanity, then this 3 in the -1 sanity, and then the 4 investigation. And you can combine dice rolls, which is how you can get that 4, because normally it only goes up to 3. Geez, I am in a bad spot. Oh, that's not so bad. Let's do that. Let's get that green glyph unlocked, because that is very bad. Now you can see here, down near the bottom, in the red, those are the penalties for when you lose, which is just -1 sanity. It's not so bad. This one is interesting in that in the green, it actually has a monster appearing as part of the thing if you win, which is not good. That's a very bad thing. But you also get a clue and a spell lock. And you also get 2 trophies, and trophies are used to trade in for health or items or however you like. So let's deal with this. I heard something. Did you hear that? Oh no. Alright. You can get a little flavor text if you tap on the top. I was so focused on the strange sound that at some point I'd unconsciously closed my eyes. Alright, I need skulls. Or a peril, I believe they're called. Are there any items I can use? Not really, no. Okay. Ready to begin. I got no skulls, so I have to discard a dice. Now, if I had something I wanted to save, I could lock it by placing it on my picture. I don't, so I can't. And I am doing very badly. Now I have to get all skulls for the next rolls. I got 1 skull. Now I need this to be 2 skulls. I didn't. I fail. Now I could choose to just drag and keep re-rolling, or I can go to fail adventure. That's kind of a problem in this game. It's not exactly streamlined, but oh well. So he takes a point of sanity damage, and we are off to a fantastic start. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. I have many, many things I need to deal with. Herald of the King. Oh, yeah, that was the one that was like that. There's the ultra difficult Doom one. You can see here something I didn't mention. These icons at the bottom. One of them, you can see if I fail, he gets a Doom. Haster gets a Doom token. If I succeed, I open up one of the Otherworld adventures. That's the planet in the spinny circle thing. And that's where that character Gloria really comes into play. Really useful. Okay. Oh, and if I succeed at this one, I get an Elder Sign. So this is actually very good. I should have started with this one. My mind is not where it was. Don't fall asleep. Well, you know, coffee and Red Bull, that'll do it for you. Oh, they didn't have Red Bull in the 1920-ish area. As the hours wore on, the exhaustion took its toll, but I knew that in dreams the creatures could creep into my mind. Alright, so I gotta get a lot of terror here. Those are the tentacles. And I get nothing starting off with. Good start, good start. I can't lock anything. Don't want to lock anything. Yes. Good, good. Good, very good. That's not as good. Okay. And I fail again. Super. Super. You can see here, this is part of the problem with randomness. It just, you can get screwed a lot. Very easily and very quickly, and there's not much you can really do about it. But I don't mind, because that sort of is the thing of the Cthulhu mythos. You will get screwed randomly and horribly by monsters from another dimension. Alright, let's try Did You Hear That again? Because I really want to get that green glyph unlocked. I am in for a bad, bad ride. Let me tell you. No skulls! So let's use the clue. That'll allow me to re-roll. Replace these glyphs. And free re-roll, and I get a skull. And actually, I get a free re-roll, don't I? Yes, I do. So I could get more skulls here. If I am fortunate. I am fortunate. So that takes care of that. Just need one more, and I get it. Alright, so I got a monster. Not so great. I got a clue. I got a spell, and I got 2 trophies. Awesome. A monster appears. Now you can see the hand coming through the... Oh, well, as soon as this little thing ends, you will see the hand coming through this over here. The gate to elsewhere. It summoned a maniac. Smiling, he showed me where he'd caught glyphs on his chest with a knife. Yeah, that's real awesome, guy. Alright. Herald of the King. I gotta get rid of Don't Fall Asleep. I gotta get rid of these things. I am in a bad spot. So bad. Alrighty. Gloria, do not... Oh, that was pretty good. Do I have a spell that I can... I don't want to waste a double spell on it. Playing with the dice, and I should have saved it. But I didn't want to waste that double spell. Maybe I'll get another terror. Why did I play God? Why didn't I use the... Oh, failure. Good job, me. That's hubris. That's hubris biting me right in the ass. So now I'm gonna get 2 midnight effects. Awesome. And the, regular midnight effect, which in this case is all investors -1 sanity for each riot, lunatic, or high priest. Oh, that's not good. Transport of my magic, doom +1. And -1... Wow, Bob is not doing well. Like, he's one step away from, gibbering in a mental asylum for the rest of his life. And if he does that, he might actually go insane. And if you go insane, you fail. That's also not good. This is not a good one for low sanity people. The gate to elsewhere might be the way to go. Or that. Either way, actually not that, because that'll hurt his sanity if he fails. That's a stamina one. I think I might go with the gate to elsewhere. I'll get 2 clues, and I'll get the world into the other world thing. Good speaking there, PC. Nice work. At first, the portrait's colors simply seemed deeper and richer, but soon it was apparent that the facade had become a reality, and the canvas had been replaced by a doorway. Alright, I can't add anything, so let's just roll with it. Just roll. Alright, I got some lore right off the gate. Just need a peril now. Ba-boom! Success. I get the trophy, I get the clues, and I get the otherworldly adventure. The Plateau of Leng. And I also got a regular please do not touch the exhibits. Which is it? Oh, terror all over the place. This is where I wish I had the scientist. The scientist is, I believe, immune to terror effects. Wow. Wow, that is a thing. Oh, but it actually gets rid of a Doom token. That's really good. But I gotta deal with all this other crap first. Yeah. So, if I fail, she is gonna be in a bad spot, but I really don't have any choice. Alright, and that pretty much wraps up what Elder Sign Omens is all about. Can't really go into anything other much. Actually, let's use one of these special items here. That'll add a red glyph, and the other one will also add a red glyph. So let's do that. See, the red and yellow glyphs, I'll mention before we wrap this up, do not have the same icons as the other green glyphs. Like, the red glyph has a wild card token, the yellow glyph has a 4 investigation token. It's pretty good stuff like that. But yeah, that's been Elder Sign Omens. There's a lot to love about this game. There's a great looking art. There's just so much character and mood dripping from this game. And definitely some people are not going to like how it's random. Some people are not going to like the cost. But me, I love that stuff. It's great. I'd say this game is well worth the $7. And I don't know about the DLCs. I am planning on doing something with them in the future, whether that's a proper review or a Poor Cynic Plays. I am not sure at this moment, but I definitely will be revisiting this game and success. Kind of wasted that red glyph, but whatever. So yes, ended on a successful acquisition of an Elder Sign. I've been Poor Cynic, ta-ta, and farewell.